Hey guys, in this video I will be explaining the inner join. And I just want you to ignore this for a minute. I'll be explaining that in a second. Alright, but first I want to explain what an inner join is. And that is spelled inner join. Wait, ignore that. No, I'm just kidding. You can see it. But basically, an inner join will take information from one table and information from another table and combine it into another table for your query result. And it's only going to take what's similar between them. So let me explain this a little bit further. Here we had the table customer information, and then here we have the table, let's draw another table right here, the order. So why did I overlap this? Well, if you remember, let's say we have an order by customer number 63, right? And then in the customers, we could have a person with the ID of 63. But let's say we have a person with the ID of 73 and he doesn't have any customers. Alright? So, he doesn't have any orders. So what this does is it will take all of the orders and all of the people that have orders and combine them into one. So the people without any orders are not going to be brought into this new table because there is no, they don't overlap. For example, the ID of 64 will be in this table and it will be in this table. That's why you can see it's in both tables. So the ID of 64 will be down here, but the ID over here, 63, and then 65 over here, 63 won't be down here. But if you think about it, any single person in the orders table comes from the customers table because you're not going to have orders by a person who's not a customer. But you can have customers who technically haven't really bought anything. So it's kind of confusing, but you can come by the store, maybe get some samples or something, but you don't technically have to buy anything. Maybe you sell them stuff, like as a vendor, right? Basically, this table is only to store people you need to know. It doesn't have to be customers. So this could be like people table, right? Which is a horrible name. That's why I named it customers, because most people will be customers. So if we have a customer who hasn't bought anything, he will not be in this table. Therefore, he will not be in this table, right? Hopefully that makes sense. The chances are with our table that every single person in the customers table and also in the orders table will be interlaced, so you'll see them in both tables, but there can be times when they're not, right? So when you need to tell MySQL which table to take information from, and this is because you're getting it from more than one table. So you can't just be like, oh yeah, I'd like the name, because is that an order name? Is that a person's name? Is that a random car's name? No, it's your pet's name. So you have to use what is called a dot syntax. So you say the table name and then the column name. So users period user ID. So if we had a table users, this would be the table, and then this would be the column, and then you just put a period between them. That's dot syntax. So we put that for the select. In this query, this is how you would set it up. What you're going to select, where you're selecting it from, what you're joining on. So let me explain this a little bit more. We're going to select from the customers the name, the ID, and all this information. And then to do that, we would put like customers, then period, and then any single column. So here's an example of what we'd put. So customers.user ID, customer ID, and then customers.phone number and stuff like that. From, this is what table we're getting it from. I know that's kind of stupid because we just told it what table we're getting it from, but you have to do it. So from customers. And also, I forgot to say, in the select, we're also going to put the columns that are from the other tables. So we are going to put not only customer ID and customer name, we're going to put orders dot stuff bought and orders dot date bought and stuff like that. So you put everything you want to select up here, which I'm not writing it because I don't have any room. And then from the first table, customers, and then inner join, we're joining on the table orders. See? Now this, it connects it. Now what does on mean? This is where there is like something related between them, like a foreign key. So where customer ID in one table is equal to the customer ID in another table. This is how MySQL will know it's the same person or same object, by using on. So customer ID, yeah, you get the point. Where you would just say where customers.customer ID is equal to orders.customer ID. I'll be showing you this on the computer because it'll make it a lot easier to understand, and then you will actually see it in use. So subscribe, see my next video. My next video will be over outer joins, which are a little cooler, maybe not cooler, I don't know. But just subscribe and see you later in my next videos.